Alright guys, we got an interesting one today. Just a little bit of housekeeping. For starters, they're doing a lot of road work outside. So you may hear some lawn mowing or heavy machinery outside. They're doing a lot of work outside. But the PS5 Pro just dropped, and I've been working a lot lately and helping my wife with some stuff she's got going on. So I haven't been able to really dig into the PS5, but I can tell you that everything I've seen about the console reveal has been, for the most part, negative, right? And like I always say, I'm not a news source. I'm not here to report on it. I think there are channels that do news sourcing way better. But I can already tell you, I'm not the target demographic for this. A $700 remodeling of an existing console with no physical disc tray that's a separate add-on just isn't appealing to me at the $700 price point. And for that reason alone, I will be skipping this product. I am hoping that it'll lead to price cuts this holiday season on the base model PS5. So if anything, I'm really looking to maybe like a Black Friday sale. Like a PS5 with Miles Morales or Ratchet and Clank for a significantly cheaper price. To me, that was my big takeaway from this. But I started thinking about all the people who have kind of not been negative towards Nintendo. I wouldn't say there's a lot of people like that, but I've read here and there like, oh, if Nintendo's smart, they're going to fade revealing the Switch 2 in light of the PS5 Pro being revealed. And my biggest takeaway might actually have been, shoot, if I'm Nintendo, I'm walking into the office today with a presentation planned of like, okay, here's the Switch successor. It's backwards compatible. We're launching it alongside Super Mario Odyssey 2, maybe Metroid Prime 4, I don't know. And some third-party support. Maybe we're getting Elden Ring or Baldur's Gate or something to that effect. And we're doing all this for $400. Bada boom, bada bang. And it's coming out for Christmas, or it's coming out in March or something like that. I would completely take the sales or the wind out of Sony's sail. I would go for their jugular right here, because I don't know. I mean, maybe the Sony community is hyped for this, like the Sony fanboys, maybe they're hyped for it. Like if you love the PS5, you have the disposable income to drop $700 on a more powerful version. And it wasn't all bad. I mean, I thought the AI kind of upscaling, if you will, for existing games is kind of a cool feature. Not one I'm going to pay $700 for, but if you are an enthusiast, a diehard, then maybe it was speaking your language. But from everything I've seen from fans, from people, it's been pretty negative. There are some journalists, some news outlets that have just kind of reported like, here's all the improvements, and I guess they try to remain neutral, but the general public speaking out on it is like, really, you're charging us $700 for no disk drive? Some people have been disappointed with the lack of support for these bonus features, I guess. But again, I'm not the most informed journalist when it comes to the PS5, right? So I just feel like, golly, there's some blood in the water. Nintendo could strike while the iron is hot here and really put the heat on Sony. Now, that's my opinion, and for the record, I like Sony. They're my second favorite brand in this whole thing. I think they own and work with some great studios. I think they also have some just iconic characters and franchises, from Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Last of Us, God of War, Horizon. I think I think they're a good company when it comes to all this, but it does feel like they're trying to push us further into digital only, which, I mean, we can only resist that for so long. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a little disappointing to see it be $700 without a disc drive. Like, you're having to pay another $80 for a disc drive. But, us retro collectors, or just physical media collectors in general, you don't even have to be a retro collector to care about physical media, such with Blu-rays and Switch cartridges. It is sad to see it going that way, but at least they're still offering the optical drive, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think Nintendo could have a power move. Now, it makes me think of when Sega came out and did, what was it? Did Sega say $399 and Sony said $299, or did Sega say $299 and Sony said $199? I can't remember exactly, but it was the price announcement heard around the world, the shots fired. I feel like the Switch could do something very similar, but maybe the timing's not going to really work out right. We still have Zelda and the new Switch Lite model coming out. Would they want to announce a Switch 2 before the Switch Lite goes on sale, right? Because then maybe people will be like, I'm going to skip getting this Switch Lite so I can save my money for the Switch successor. I could see that being not something they want to do. And they also have Mario and Luigi, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Mario Party Jamboree lined up. Would you want to take the wind out of your... Maybe you're taking the wind out of your own sails at that point, right? Literally out of your own sails. So maybe it's not the smartest move. It just feels like Sony put their neck out to be hacked off here, but I don't actually feel like Nintendo can act on it. That's why this is kind of hypothetical. You're almost sabotaging your holiday season to get at Sony, and maybe that's not worth it. Like, maybe Nintendo should just stay pat, do whatever it is they already had planned to do so that it works around the games and the consoles that they already have scheduled to release. Maybe that's more important than trying to convert a bunch of Sony fans over, because if you're a Sony fan and you see this and you're a little disgruntled, and then Nintendo comes out and says Switch 2 for $400, you may be thinking, oh, shoot, that's more exciting. I don't know, right? Like, I have a Switch, and I always use these Pro models as an excuse to get the base models. That's what we did with the PS3. So I kind of like the more budgety mindset here of, now that this Switch or the PS5 Pro is out, it has me more interested in getting a PS5 base model. And that's, I guess, one of our questions we'll ask you today is, how did you feel about the PS5 reveal? Were you doom and gloom, or were you like, hey, this is actually pretty cool? B, are you more excited to get, like, what camp are you in? Are you like, yes, now I can finally afford to get a PS5 when the price cuts come? Or, nope, I'm saving up, I'm getting a PS5 Pro? Or are you going, that's the last straw, I'm looking elsewhere, I'm going to jump to Microsoft, I'm going to jump to Nintendo, or even, shoot, if I'm spending $700 for a PS5 Pro, maybe I'll just go ahead and buy a PC at that price point, right? So that's really all I have to say. What do you guys think Nintendo should do? What do you guys think Microsoft should do in response to all of these? I don't follow gaming rumors extremely close. I haven't heard whether Xbox is going to put out their own Pro model. I don't know if that's a rumor at this point or not. Just feels like Microsoft and Sony kind of move in tandem, so I would imagine an Xbox Pro model is on the docket at some point, but I haven't heard anything. So yeah, guys, feel free to respond to anything in this video. Again, how do you feel about the PS5? What should Nintendo do? What should Microsoft do? And what does this PS5 Pro mean for gaming as a whole? Are we one step closer to digital media taking over? Is this the start of the end of physical media, right? I don't know. I'm not doom and gloom yet because they're offering the optical drive. And I think even if we go into the PS6, where that's just what it is, it releases digitally, where you can buy the optical drive separately, and they're still making physical disc, then it's not all doom and gloom, but it's like, yeah, we're headed there. So a lot to depack, a lot to unpack. But like I said, just kind of a stream of consciousness video. I have not had a lot of time to actually like write scripts and sit down and get my thoughts onto paper. But I saw this PS5 Pro reveal and was like, okay, I kind of want to talk about this and what it means Nintendo could do, but let's just get on the microphone and talk, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this video makes some semblance of a sense. That's going to do it for me. Look out for Friday. We got a fun video coming out Friday. So peace out, guys. I appreciate everyone who likes, comments, subscribes, or even just sits through these videos. It means a lot to me, guys. So we'll see you in the next exciting video. Peace out.